We will begin with Penn Trafford, and although the Warriors had a night to forget, Tasso Whipple was certainly a bright spot. The senior accounted for the majority of their offense, including nearly turning a miscue into a third quarter score that extended the Penn Trafford lead, as called by myself and Dave Franzak.
Momentarily, first and goal, Whipple out of the Wildcat from the 9-yard line. And he stays on his feet, and he's got his second touchdown from 9 yards. Whipple makes it 13-6 in favor of Penn Trafford.
Did it look like he bobbled that
yes,
ball?
Yes, it did. Yep.
It almost looked like he was faking a pitch or something there, Sean.
I have no idea how that worked, but just how they drew it up, we'll say John Ruane.
After Tasso crossed the goal line, we all kind of looked at it like I was looking over at Lorenzo and then Franzak, and then it was like, wait a second, did he juggle that, or was he supposed to fake it or something? Did he almost fumble? Like, looking at the replay, like, okay, he just juggled it just a bit, but he was able to hang on to it across the goal line. A great game for Tasso Whipple.
Yeah, what I meant to say is he turned a near miscue. It was not a miscue because he kept it in his possession somehow. Maybe caught the defense a little off guard because of that. So
he lassoed the ball.
That's how John Ruane designed it all along, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you making a Tasso lasso?
Yeah, Tasso, he lassoed. You can't lasso Tasso. I mean,
gotcha.
I think I might have used that once or twice last year.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Pulling it out early.
Nonetheless, we'll continue plays of the week. We'll stay in the same game and look at the Norwin side. As just seconds after that, the Knights responded. They did so by making probably the biggest play of the game as Jake Knight hauled in a perfectly placed bomb from Tristan Tavares that swung the momentum in Norwin's favor, with once again myself and Dave detailing the action.
Tavares is going to take a deep shot. He's got a man one-on-one, and it's a beautiful pass complete to Knight, trying to go 80 yards, and he extends. Touchdown! What a throw! A big play at the perfect time for Norwin.
First time Knight touches the ball offensively, and it's 80 yards.
We had been waiting for this passing game to deliver, and certainly Tavares and Knight with the biggest play of the game, and the Knights down by 2 will look to go for the 2-point conversion.
You know, Sean, when people see the final score 26-14, they just assume that Norwin kind of dominated the game. But before that touchdown, Penn Trafford was winning 14-6 midway, maybe past the midway mark of the third quarter. So that was just a tremendous play in the game. Obviously, tide-turning, momentum-turning play. And it didn't take long this season. I know maybe a little bit of a slow first half for Tristan Tavares, but working in some maybe new wide receivers, some increased roles. He hits Jake Knight perfectly, and he's able to just get the ball, break the plane of the goal line for a touchdown.
Now, I was really excited to do this broadcast with Dave Franzak. We've done a couple football games together because he normally does play-by-play for Norwin. I normally do it for Penn Trafford. So we kind of, combined our talents there, and he was really good analyzing. Yeah, it was a good broadcast. I enjoyed working with him. I'm hoping that he's got like a whole book full of puns for Knight, right? Jake Knight, who plays for the Knights, good night, all these different things. Because I think we're going to be calling and hearing his name quite a bit this year. He was good last year, but he was the number 3 option in the passing game. Pretty clearly is going to be the number 1 guy this year, and I expect big things from him. We continue plays of the week with Mount Pleasant areas. The Vikings had a heartbreaking loss, but they showed plenty of positives against Jeanette. One of those was an impressive play that occurred in the third quarter, and the offensive line doing their job, paving the path for Brody Hutter's score to push the lead to 13 points, with Brent Wiggum and Anthony D'Annunzio captioning the video.
Hawks a little late getting some substitutions in here on this second down and goal. They'll spot it at the 2. I do see Eli Jones back into the football game for Jeanette, so that's a good thing. Chatfield under center. Will he go with the sneak? Nope. He's going to give it to Hutter, who's got a huge hole. That probably could have been about a 40-yard gain. Instead, it's a 2-yard gain and a touchdown. And the Mount Pleasant Vikings extend their lead 26-14. Now the score, 2:18 to go here in the third with the PHC coming. So that drive started back at the Jeanette 47-yard line. Jeanette wasn't able to keep Mount Pleasant out of the end zone there after the turnover.
Brody Hutter, much like his big brother Jackson Hutter, those guys like to run hard. They got the big cowboy collar on, like running around like this.
Like all
man, love to see it. And it fits Mount Pleasant so well, right? They love that offensive line play. They love the hard-nosed running backs that run that wing T. And so expecting a big season for Brody.
Yeah, and Jason Fazekas, a guy who loves offensive line play, had to love seeing the seat part there for his running back to trot into the end zone.
As they say, Sean, you or I could have run through that hole into the end zone.
Well, of course I could have.
Yeah, I probably would have passed out the goal line, actually.
We'll continue plays
than I am.
that same game, and we'll look at the Jeanette side of things as the host Jayhawks had a rally in mind, and they capped off that in dramatic fashion in the latter stages of the fourth quarter as Kamani Brown and Jace Powell hooked up again on a short pass that turned into a long gain, with Brandon Anthony providing the commentary.
A little bit of confusion by the Jayhawks on the play call there. Nick Stuchel needed a little bit of clarification. He got it, and now Brown gets the snap. Throws to the far side. Has a man. Has a first down and more. And look at him go! Jace Powell is off to the races. 74-yard touchdown pass. Kamani Brown to Jace Powell.
Right, just like that, one play, bang. We've talked about the Jeanette offense year after year after year. They lull you to sleep, and all of a sudden, here comes one big play, bang, here comes another big play, bang, and all of a sudden, the game is tied, Brent, the game is tied.
You know, we saw flashes of Jace Powell becoming a special player last year, but there were some other guys, Noah Sanders and Peyton Moulter, that kind of ran the offense last year. But in his sophomore year, one of the youngest captains in Jeanette history, to do what he did in the first week of the season, or week 0, I can't wait to see the rest of the year. That was a massive play right there, and Jace did it with his speed.
Yeah, again, they've got some pretty special skill guys there. And Kamani Brown, the guy who got him the ball, can certainly, I think, do the same type of stuff. You give him the chance to play a little bit of receiver as well. We wrap up Plays of the Week with Ligonier Valley as they struggled in 2023, but the Rams impressed in their win against Derry area at Weller Field. It was Grayson Doherty who was paramount in the W as he made a contested grab on a toss from Bowie Schreier to put Ligonier Valley in the lead in the second quarter, as detailed by John Flickinger and Bob Lisinski.
Again, the Rams are trying to dent the scoreboard. They've been deep in Trojan territory. Here's a fade route, corner of the end zone, and it is going to be what? Caught or picked? Caught! Touchdown, Rams. They're still fighting for it down there. But it's the big guy, Grayson Doherty, the freshman at 6'3", who pulled it in, and very nice throw by Bowden Schreier there.
You know, Sean, when we think about Ligonier Valley football, we think about running the football, not throwing the football, but sometimes you got to put it in the air, and that was a great pass play, kind of a jump ball. Schreier just put it up there where only his receiver Doherty could make the catch. So as my ring light falls down, this is going very well. I'm going to hang it back up here and just give props to Ligonier Valley and hopefully fix the ring light by the next segment.
Grayson Doherty would have caught that ring light for sure.
Absolutely.
He came down with it.
I couldn't
That
get
was
high
a
enough to get
contested
it.
catch, to say the least. And by the way, Doherty and Schreier, those are names that we've heard over the years at Ligonier Valley. So, you know, Roger Beidle, it's a really cool thing. Now, he's been around long enough that he's coached, you know, multiple brother duos, things of that nature. So those are two names we know very well. Hopefully they lead Ligonier Valley to a lot of success. There it is. Proof that there is indeed a ring light that fell off and that Flick did not catch smoothly. So